let's say that you got about $50 in your pocket, okay? And you're not really sure how to spend it. How about I help you out with that? I got a list of my top 10 fidget knives for you to pick from. Hey, how you doing? If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name is Jay. Go ahead and consider clicking on that subscribe if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. And as usual, there will be links and coupon codes for any of the knives that I show you here in this video down in the description. All right, let's go ahead and get things started with at number 10. I've got for you from Tuya Knife. This is the Bruiser. It's an older budget knife that really has been, it's been around for quite a while. Oh man, that action. And you notice now, one of the reasons why it's on this list is because look at where you see that flipper tab positioning. Well, that's a big reason why the opening action is so good, because if you notice, it's kind of like it's lined up with the top of the pivot screw. So then it really doesn't take much effort to get that blade out. Closing, as you saw, is also very good. I mean, you barely have to shake it, and that's because there is ball bearing pivot inside, of course. This is definitely a larger knife. I mean, I have a medium-sized hand. You can see how it kind of fits me. Number 9 is a knife that you probably would have never expected to see on this list. I've got from Boker Plus. This is the Strike. Who says incredible fidget action can't come from an automatic, especially one that you can completely use. Look at that, one-handed, which, as you know, that's really, really important. That's really important for me. Now, look, if you don't own any automatics yet, but you would like to, this is a really good place to start. The deployment, as you saw, is just crazy quick and reliable. Look at that. And there's no like bounce back off of that stop pin. They make 2 of the best budget auto knives available. I mean, this one, of course. And then how can you forget? You can't forget about the Kalashnikov. Number 8, I got everybody's friend. Oh, that's the Honey Badger. Originally, I really wanted to go ahead and put this D2 version here, but the $60 price tag was just a little bit too expensive for this list. I didn't realize how much that these are selling for now, because I don't know what the heck is going on. The D2s, when they first came out, I think I got this for like around $54. But you know what? It kind of works out. It does work out anyway, because I really like this finger choil on the HCR versions. I mean, this is a knife where I cannot fail that deployment. And for around $35, hey, I would recommend this to anyone. I mean, especially someone that's just getting started in this knife hobby obsession. Number 7, Ontario Knife Company. It's the Rat One. One of the things that I love about this knife is that even though the blade's riding on bronze washers, it's still a good time, and the action is amazing. I mean, oh my God, imagine if they started using a ball bearing pivot inside of these. Not that the Rat 2, though, is terrible or has bad action. I just think that the one is a little bit better because of that longer blade is, it's heavier. How about number 6? Ganzo Firebird and the FH12. You know what? It really has been. It's been a minute since I last talked about this knife, and it really does. You know what? It really does deserve my attention. I mean, it's still one of my all-time favorite Ganzos, because not only do we get that awesome action, but it's solid stainless steel construction. with a frame lock. Hey, what's not to love? And how can you not love that drop point blade? I mean, they're able to give us all that stuff still with a price tag under $30. And how can you possibly have a top 10 list without a cevi? Yeah, that's the Ortis. I really wish that this was available when I first started, when I first started collecting, because I just think it's a very complete knife. It has just about everything. I mean, it's got the really good fidget action using you can use either the thumb hole or the flipper tab, forward finger choil. You get a 2-position, that's right, 2-position deep carry pocket clip. And, oh man, that hollow ground clip point blade is just an excellent slicer. It's lightweight and it's super affordable. I will say though that the scales, they do feel kind of cheap, but that's the compromise to keep the cost down, I guess. I mean, I would rather that they cut corners here on the scales than somewhere else, like the blade steel. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and click on that thumbs up. How about at number 4, I got a Best Tech and the Komodo. This one came out late last year, but I just recently found it. It is a little bit on the chunky side with a 0.58 inch handle thickness, but I think the action, and that blade shape, I really do just think that that makes up for it. And this detent is really nicely dialed in. So either opening method, the flipper tab or the thumb hole, works just fine. At number 3 from CJRB, that's the Feldspar. This is the latest version with Artisan's proprietary steel, that AR RPM 9, which, according to them, is way better corrosion resistant than D2. But now that I just said that out loud, I don't know how impressive that actually is, because how corrosion resistant is D2 anyway. But I do love this, the blacked out treatment that they gave this. And in case you're wondering, yes, it does have the very same drop shut action as the original. What they did do here is they flattened out the scales to just make it overall just a thinner package. But here's the original with the contoured scales, which, to be honest, I kind of like these better. Well, at least let me say I like how these feel in hand better. Coming in at number 2, I've got from CRKT, it's the Pilar 3. Out of all the knives that I've handled, this has been one of my favorites so far in 2021. I mean, it has almost everything that I look for in a knife. It cuts well. It has great, scratch that, it has incredible action. It has a usable forward finger choil, decent D2 budget seal, thicker blade stock, and just a good looking modified sheep's foot blade. I do find myself though sometimes trying to open the blade, like using the flipper that obviously is not there. Before I go ahead and show you my number 1, I would love to know, okay, what are some of your favorite $50 fidget knives? Go ahead and just list as many as you possibly can down in the comments section below. Are you ready to see it? Number 1 from Kaiser. Look at that baby. That is the mini Domin, hey, whatever you want to call it. That black coated, okay, N690 blade. It is riding on a ball bearing pivot, which is why that action is just, it's insane right out of the box. They did go ahead and they showed us lefties some love with the, yep, 2-position deep carry clip. Now, if you don't already own one of these, because there are a couple other versions out there, at around $55, this is the one to get. Up on the screen now is a video that I really do recommend that you go ahead and watch next. And don't forget to click on that subscribe. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you at the next video. See ya.